of Storytime with Mr. B. Here we have Mr. B. So we're going to ask you some questions today. So, how's your week been so far?
It's been pretty good. I mean, it's, at least the sun is shining this week. It's a little warmer. So how about you guys?
Oh, it's been pretty good.
It's
been great. Yeah.
School's going well?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, awesome.
Okay,
Excellent.
so I have a question.
You have a question? Excellent.
Did you have any pets as a kid?
Did I have any pets as a
Yes.
kid? That is a great question because, as you know, my students realize I'm not a big animal fan. Sorry to people that love animals, but it's because of a pet that I had named the Beast. Well, no, his name is Benji, but if you've seen Sandlot, he was like the Beast. He was a Saint Bernard, okay? So I'm like 10, and we have a Saint Bernard. And I'm terrified of him a little bit. One day, okay, he was totally fine, okay? And then one day, my cousin was over. And I'm sitting there, and my cousin is sitting there, and Benji walks over to my cousin. Okay, no joke. It was terrifying. It's a terrifying part of the story. Okay, but she was okay. Benji bites her in the side of the face.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, inside the face. Okay, it's terrifying. So what did we do? We put up a fence. Have you ever seen this? We made a big cage, and we stuck Benji out. And it was a giant cage. Like, it was this big, I don't know, like this hallway, put like 3 hallways together, and we caged him out there. So that's where Benji lived. Kind of like a scary monster. And every time we played like baseball, we played with tennis balls. If you hit it into where Benji was, we left it. Nobody ever went into his cage because he was terrifying. Okay, some of my friends wouldn't come over anymore because they were afraid of Benji. Okay, and every now and then, like, the fence was like 6 feet high, but every now and then Benji decided he wanted out. So one of the most terrifying things in the summer is when you'd walk out the door and you'd look out, and Benji's not in his cage. I lived in a big farmhouse in country, so if he wasn't in there, it was like a shark, and you didn't know where he was. You just ran back in the house, and then you would look out the window, and you'd be like, well, there he is! And you'd have like a Benji sighting, and he'd be running around. And my brother and I were trapped in our house until my dad would come home, and then he'd put Benji back. Okay, so that was terrifying until one night. My brother, he had a bunch of friends over for his birthday slumber party. And we played, you guys know what kick the can is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who invented it. It's a weird game. You just kick a can, you got flashlights. Okay, but Benji's out there, it's dark, so we're not as afraid because we can't see him. So I'm playing with my brother's friends. He's 3 years older than me, and I thought it was cool that his friends let me play. Okay, so I'm way out by the barn, hiding, okay? And I hear this kid, okay, screaming, yelling, but I can't understand what he's saying. And what has happened is he's the guy with the flashlight that tries to get people to kick the can. He's taken his flashlight and he's looked in Benji's cage, and Benji is gone. So it's out in the country, and Benji's out roaming, looking for teenagers to eat. Okay, that's what we always think when he's out. Okay, so he's screaming, "Everybody, get back in the house! Benji's lives!" But I'm so far away, all I hear is, blah, blah, blah. I can't understand what he's saying. Okay, so I think he's going to get me out of my hiding spot and get me. So I'm just like, I'm not doing anything. So everyone else is inside safe, except me. And I'm out by the barn. I'm like in this mode, like I'm getting ready, And all of a sudden I feel this deep, gross breath on my neck. As I felt one of my brother's friends had a problem. Like, what are you doing? Like, personal space. I mean, it was social distancing before social distancing. And I kept saying, dude, back up. Whoever you want, get back up. And it was just, it was awful. I'm like, dude, why are you breathing so heavy? And I turned, and the moonlight was coming in, and I could see just enough. And as I turned, Benji's face was right here by my face, and all I could think of, he's going to bite my head off. So if you would have timed me from there running back to the house, okay, I would have broken every world record ever. I'm safe. Benji later his life was taken by my father because Benji tried to eat our other dog. So Benji, my father had to take Benji's life because he was eating our other dog. Who did live? Bandit, who was this big. I loved Bandit, okay? And when my dad saved him by having to shoot Benji, this is kind of a sad story. The next week we lived on a busy road and Bandit got hit. So, but Bandit did live 1 extra week. So I had a lot of pets. One quick one. we had a random little weird dog show up to our house because we let him on the farm, and he had all 4 legs. And then one day, my dad told me to mow the field, okay? And I didn't know this little dog was out there taking a nap.
Did you cut off his
So I'm like driving, this tractor mowing the field. I didn't know he was sleeping, okay? And all of a sudden I hear this, and I see this little dog run away. And I'm like, oh no, okay? And then I thought, oh no, he may die, he may bleed to death. But like 3 days later, he comes hobbling out. He's got 3 legs, not 4. Okay. So, but they gave us a great idea. We called him. No, we called him. Because what do you call something with like 3 legs? You have like a camera on top of.
What? A tripod?
Yes, Tripod. We named him Tripod. Okay. He was awesome, but he didn't like people because he would never come up to you because he didn't trust me. He didn't trust anybody. But he was
How
cool.
long did you took off his
Tripod.
legs?
Yeah,
You took
yeah.
off his legs.
We had a lady visit us, and she goes, "What's that dog's name?" Tripod. And she goes, "Did you name him that because of his 3 legs?" And we were like, "Yes, that's why we named him." But Tripod was awesome. So I had a lot. That's probably maybe my life of awful stories with animals makes me maybe not want them now because I'm scared of bad things happening. But that's the story of Benji the Beast and Tripod and Bandit. It's crazy. It's crazy. I have more about them, but that's maybe for another time.
Well, thank you so much for that
Yeah.
story. It was a really good one.
Yeah, it's kind of spooky post-Halloween a little bit, a little spookiness there.
Yeah, our Halloween episode kind of, yeah.
It's always awesome to talk to you guys and tell stories.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's awesome to talk to you too.
Thank you, oh man. And to the 5 audience members out there. It's
Yeah.
awesome to see you guys.
We'll see you in episode 3.
Have a great day.